What is up, guys? It's your boy Shady Luke, and I know I'm a little bit late with this one, but hey man, I did a review on Trent Mcduffie earlier in the football year, and I kind of knew what type of ball player this dude was. And if you watch the playoffs, and I know y'all watch the Super Bowl, but if you watch all through the playoffs in the regular season, the second year for this dude, he was kind of showing that he's that dude. You could put him on the outside, you could put him in the slot, you could put him in zone coverage, man coverage, throw him on a blitz. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. But let's take a look at the footy from this Super Bowl, because this dude was like making some key plays. And I mean, then there's plays like this, man. And we all know that the Niners are very well known for using their motion. And you'll see Juice come off on this motion right here. And look at McDuffie. Look at McDuffie make that switch. You know he's probably yelling to Nick Bolton, switch, in. Passes him off, goes with Juice up the seam with the safety. Very beautiful, man. It'd be so easy for him to like lose Juice off of that motion, especially when he's like heads up on Ayuk off the snap. Then he just passes him off to his linebacker and the safety going up the seam, and the other safety's there to cover Juice, and just really well ran, man. Got to make sure to pass off your dudes, and he did really good on his assignment on this play. Really good on his assignment. He recognized that really quick too. Really, just little stuff like that is really impressive to me, because things like that can really get lost in coverage really easy. And then, you know, either Ayuk's open or Juice is open, touchdown play, you know, simple little play. And then we got plays like this, man. Plays like this where you're gonna see Trent's like locked up on Deebo, and Deebo's gonna run this go route, and look at this. Your boy, for a moment, if you were a Niners fan, you look at that play and you'd be like, all right, Deebo's got the step on him, which Deebo kind of does. But Trent McDuffie's basically playing beautiful coverage. He's off ball, he's running with him, and you know, my old coach used to say, just run in their hip pocket. And if you're in their hip pocket and you're in position to make a play on the ball, only then you look back. That's exactly what Trent McDuffie did here. Like, he wasn't even really playing catch up. Like, Deebo did have the step on him, you'll see right there, but Trent was basically in perfect position. And as a corner, just me growing up, I remember that all the camps I'd go to, they used to teach us to kind of just like get annoying with the wide receivers on their hands. So that's basically what Trent's doing with Deebo's right hand. He's just kind of being a little bit annoying. And like in the game live, you saw Deebo trying to call for the flag, but bro, that ain't gonna get called. He's not holding him. He's just being annoying, you know, basically doing what coach says. And Trent makes a beautiful play on the ball, man. Makes a great play on the ball. I honestly, when I watched this live, I thought that Deebo might catch it, but then when I saw Trent all up in his hip at the very end, I was like, bro ain't catching that. You're gonna see Trent locked up on Deebo down at the bottom in that twins, and watch this. Trent does a really good job of getting his hands on Deebo within 5 yards, and then he just plays trail technique. Ball was thrown a little bit behind, but bro was there to make a play on the ball. Like, that maybe could have been tipped up and picked. Pretty threw that a little bit behind. Deebo didn't even go for that, bro. He didn't even go for that. I bet you he could feel Trent McDuffie right on his back, and he's like, I ain't even catching this. Deebo already submitted. He's like, I ain't catching this, bro. Ball's gonna be behind. Can't make it. He's like, this dude Trent's got me locked up, which he did most of the game. But no, this is honestly a really good corner play by Trent. I mean, gets his hands on him within those 5 yards, takes a jab step, and then he just rides like the hip of Deebo. Basically, he's just like, all right, this ball's gonna be thrown, I'm gonna get my hands on it. He was right there to make a play on the ball. Really good play. Ball was, like I said, ball was slightly thrown a little bit behind. Wasn't the best pass, but hey, your boy was there. He could have got his hands on the ball too, or his hands on Deebo's hands to get that swap. Now this play, this is probably my favorite play from Trent McDuffie in this whole entire game. So you'll see up there, he's locked up on Deebo, and watch this. Deebo's gonna take outside release and run a 15-yard dig in route, and bro, McDuffie is right in his hip. He's right in his hip. Bro was like running the route for him. He basically ran the route for him. And there's just so much beauty in this play from Trent McDuffie. I mean, first of all, he's basically heads up at the start, a little bit of inside shade, and I mean a little. Deebo takes the outside, should have got the inside. Deebo takes the outside, Trent McDuffie at the top of the route. You'll notice right before Deebo breaks on the inside, Trent McDuffie is working his hands on Deebo, but he's working his hands within to the point where the ref's not going to call it, right? Just enough to annoy Deebo, just to get Deebo off his groove just a little bit. He's just working his hands on him as he's coming out of his break, and then he's right all up in his hip, right in front of Deebo to make a play on the ball. That's beautiful coverage, man. Beautiful coverage. People, I always say this in quarterback videos when I talk about corners. It is so hard to try to determine what these wide receivers are going to run. He basically just manipulated Deebo, got him to take outside, then he bit inside, working his hands, running the route for him. All around, just great technique and coverage by Trent McDuffie on this play, man. Like, I'm telling you, that top of the route, how he was working his hands, but not to the point where he's holding him. I love seeing that from a corner. That's beautiful technique. And I know as a fan, you're going to be all like, that's a hold, that's a hold. No, it's really not. It's really not. It's just a corner playing physical football in a league where they cater to the wide receivers, and he's playing within his limits to the point where he's not getting flagged. It's great. All right, man. Then there's this play. So you'll see McDuffie up on the line, and basically he's over George. And they're going to run a little bit of play action right here. And you see George. First of all, George played that beautifully. He played it beautifully. He set up like he was blocking, and then he released, and he did it quick. So he got Trent McDuffie out of position. There is no question. Like, straight off the bat, Trent McDuffie was out of position. If Purdy threw that earlier, it might have resulted in better play, but he threw it the time he did. Trent McDuffie played catch up, and he played it well. And we all know that the Niners are the Yak Bros. They're one of those teams where they're getting yards after catch. There's no question. And he does a really good job of playing catch up, getting to George Kittle, and bringing him down for no gain. So this is a really good play on his end. That play could have kind of went for big. It looked like everybody else was locked up. So really, really good on Trent McDuffie on this play against George Kittle. Then there's this play, and I mean, he's off ball on Deebo like 10 yards. Literally 10 yards, separated by his teammate and the tight end in front of him. Look at that. Plays catch up really well off Deebo's break when Deebo breaks inside. Really good play right here. It looked like that thing could have been picked too. Just putting that clamps on Deebo in this game, bro. Straight clamps. And honestly, you know, as much as a guru as they talk about with Shanahan, I'm stunned on that play. So you got the tight end covered by the other Kansas City defensive player. Then you got Trent McDuffie off coverage on Deebo by like 10 yards, right? So you got them separated. So Deebo already has the advantage. I'm stunned that Shanahan didn't run a quick drag off of the butt of the tight end right there. It would have created separation from McDuffie. Like, honestly, it would. I don't know. Just something I noticed. So yeah, man, I mean, McDuffie was everywhere in this game. He was everywhere. And I mean, I didn't show it, but I know you guys have watched it. Those blitzes that they threw, that Spags threw at the 49ers offense with Trent McDuffie they were in like the perfect moments, dude. The perfect moments. That's a defensive coordinator just having full trust in his dudes. You know what I mean? Some dudes have their system, they run it their certain way. He just has straight like, bro, I'm gonna put you guys in zero a little bit. I'm gonna lock you guys up a little bit. I know Trent can do his thing, and that's exactly what Trent did all day. I mean, he did his thing in coverage and everything, man. He was making plays all over the place. That one blitz, when he blitzed Brock Purdy and was it incomplete, and there was like 2 slants and Ayuk was wide open. Whew, that's a big moment in the game. But honestly, I'm so impressed with this kid. And KC fans, I'm a Philly fan, but Trent McDuffie, man, like that kid's special. That kid's special. Like, you guys got a good corner. I'm not gonna say he's the best corner in the league because he plays inconsistent every now and then, I say, just like any other corner. But dude shows up, and really loved watching him play in this Super Bowl game. So I hope you guys also enjoyed it. Like, that was a defensive game, man. So yeah, guys, I mean, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the footy. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and for sure subscribe. Man, we talk football here. Just love talking NFL, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.
You good? Yeah, let's go.